Hey guys, welcome back. This is History Digimon Digital Monsters Season 2, Episode 15 of my show, but this is about Episode 14 of Season 2. Now before I start talking about it, I just want to mention this video will have to be a short one because this episode I'm talking about is about like 19 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to try to make the video at least a little short, like under 19 minutes and stuff. So I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Oh, and by the way, a couple more weeks, and then in a couple more weeks, my 2-year anniversary with my YouTube channel will be coming up and stuff. I just thought I'd get on the 13th of May next month. That's when it's coming up. So one more month, and the rest of this month of April, and then the 13th of May will be coming, and that's my 2-year anniversary with my channel. And as I think I stated in my previous video, I would very much like it if you guys posted a comment in the comment box telling me what was your favorite video that I did for my channel for the past 2 years. Was it one of my first season set of History of Digimon videos, or the one I did on the review of the Olympus Has Fallen movie, or was it one of these first few videos of season 2? Now that's gonna be a lot, and I'll check the comments about it on the day that it's posted. Okay, so I'm getting into it. This is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 2, Episode 5. As I said, this is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 2, Episode 15 of my show, but this is about Episode 14. And basically, Episode 14 in the English dub is known as the Samurai of Sincerity. Now, that's basically appropriate in the fact that focuses on that's an ironic title in the fact that that's what one of Hawkmon's armored Digimon forms is called. Oh, and by the way, in this episode that I'm talking about, if you guys remember back when I did the first season set of episodes, the last one of the third arc, I kind of referenced this episode. I'm gonna explain more about. I'm gonna reference back to episode 40 of my show, but about episode 39 of season 1. Just thought I'd let you guys know that before I started. Anyway, the way this starts off is Mimi's having a party in the episode at her house in New York, and then it goes to where Izzy is in Japan, and he's still wondering, he's wondering how, because they've never been able to get to the digital world without the use of their digivices or D3s. But somehow Kari was able to and stuff, and he says that there must be something special about Kari that they don't even know about yet. And then she gets an email from Yoli and stuff, and then basically what the email says, oh, this is the funny part about it. In the email, she said they found another GTA and they're gonna keep cooking, and then Izzy types back, and then she types back saying that the cooking thing was a typo. They're actually gonna keep looking and stuff. Oh my god! And then he finds out that there's a Digiport open in New York, and where Mimi is, but it's nighttime. But in the episode, it's nighttime in New York, so he can't call her. So he sends her an email instead, and then they're in the Digiworld and they're looking for the Digi-Egg. And then later on they come across this restaurant-like area. Now it's the same restaurant that was back in the episodes I did. I think it was episode 24 of my own show, but about episode 23 of season 1. It's the same one. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And basically what happens they enter the restaurant and they have the meal, and then Digi, this also kind of reintroduces Digitamamon's character, but since Digitamamon is technically a recurring character, I won't put him in the description. However, um, there will be a Digimon that I stated showed up as a minor appearance in the first season, episode 39, which was episode 40 of my own show. I'll put that Digimon in the description. I'll put that one in the description, and the second of Hawkmon's armor digital form. I just thought I'd get it out of the way. Anyway, basically after they eat, he said that Digitamamon said that the fair that the total tax for the meal is $87 plus tip, and then she said that she had $87, but then Digitamon says that they only accept Digidollars, and I believe I stated this. Now I can explain why they only accept Digidollars. It's basically because of what happened after the Dark Masters left back in season 1. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, continuing on, then he said that she's not gonna recommend it to any of her friends that even digital and stuff. And then basically, well, and then then when TK early on when TK's in the restaurant, he looks like he's having deja vu about it, which he is because the restaurant that they're in is the same one that Matt and Joe were in back in the third arc of season 1. I decided to get that out of the way. Anyway, and then Michael's character shows up, and as I stated, Michael's character was he was a human that saw Gorillamon climbing a building in New York in the first season, which kind of got referenced in the news report. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, continuing on, TK says that that was about the same time Myotismon was taking over Tokyo, which exactly is correct, because at that time, if you guys remember when I did the first season 10 of episodes, Myotismon was attacking Tokyo to go after Kari to capture her and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way, a small reference there. And then he finds out that the Digimon is the same one that made Matt and Joe work in the restaurant. And Matt asked him to get half off on his meal when he got mad. And there's actually a little flashback clip of that in the actual episode. If you guys want, you can check on YouTube about that. I watched it on Netflix, and there's this little flashback clip. So if you guys want, you can check on YouTube yourselves to see that. I personally recommend seeing it because it's kind of funny that it shows a flashback of the previous season. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then Yoli said that she can't even believe that Digitamamon used to be one of the bad guys and stuff. And basically what happens after that is he says that he's really sorry about the way he acted, and then telling them later on to forget about the meal on him. They first Kari saying that they're actually glad that he's changed his ways and stuff, and then Yoli saying thinking that he's changed, huh? It didn't seem that way to her when he's badgering them and stuff. And then basically she says that it's okay. Everyone kind of makes mistakes. And then he said that he doesn't want their pity. He wants their money and stuff like that. And then Mimi says that basically they were really gonna pay. If they would have just been patient with them, it would have worked out and stuff. And then he said that tell them to forget about the meal it's on him. And then later on, there's this noise, and then this Digimon that has that looks like an ape with a cannon on shows up. Now that's technically this technically is the first actual introduction of Gorillamon's character. He's a new Digimon. Well, technically he's not a new one. He showed up back in season 1, but that was as a referential appearance. And its special attack is known as Energy Cannon. And then they noticed that he's got a dark ring, a dark spiral on his arm, and then you only wondered that he thought that the dark spirals could only control ultimate level Digimon, and then Cody states that if they can control champion level Digimon too, then there are different kinds of stuff. Oh, and also I just think I should quickly mention this. This episode also introduces the rookie form of Seadramon's character known as Betamon. And his special attack is known as Beta Slugger. I'll put that in the description as well, and the thing about Gorillamon as well. And as I stated before, Gorillamon's special attack is known as Energy Cannon. And basically what happens is Gorillamon's basically what happens after that is Davis wants to fight him, but then Michael says to let him and Betamon handle it, and then Betamon digivolves to Seadramon, and they manage to defeat, along with Betamon as Togemon's help, they manage to defeat Gorillamon and get the dark spiral off him. And during that battle beforehand, Digitamon tried to protect him, and he got blasted away. And then basically what happens after that is they managed to break Gorillamon's the dark spiral around Gorillamon's arm, and then Mimi's apologizing to him for how they treated him so rough. They had to get the dark ring off him, and she said that he should be okay, but stay away from the Digimon Emperor. And then he's thanking them, and then she said that she thinks no Digimon is born evil, but once they get under the control of the dark rings, they're not in control of their own actions. And then Michael is wondering how he gets them, and then she tells him about the Digimon Emperor. And now this is the funny part. He said that why would a kid want to take over the digital world when he could be practicing playing polo or practicing the violin and stuff? Oh my god, that's funny. Oh my god, that's funny. That's a funny thing. And then basically David said that to him it seems like a hobby and stuff. And then basically what happens after that is they wonder what happened to Digitamon, but then later on Digitamon shows back up, and then they realize that he's under the control of a dark spiral. And as I stated before, I believe in the first season his special attack is known as Nightmare Syndrome, which is an attack where he shoots the shadow out of his body. And then he tackles Mimi down on the ground. Actually, what happens first is she tries to convince him that this is his chance to have friends with him and stuff, and then he says that was just a trick to get them to let their guard down. It's just exactly when he said, like, forget about the bill, and he said, which also reminds him, they still owe him $87 Digi-dollars, and then he whacks Mimi down, and then Yoli's saying that she's heard enough, and then she started complaining at Digitamon, and then later she says that she sees a cute guy and she's going to fall in love. Don't know about the consequences, but like it could be a really cute guy like Ken or a real jerk like Davis and stuff. And then basically what happens is, because of the way she talks, it causes the crest of sincerity, with the Digi-Egg of sincerity to activate. The Digi-Egg with the crest of sincerity to activate, and then basically she uses that to armor Digivolve Hawkmon into his second of his two armored Digivolve forms, known as Shurimon. Actually, this is his last form, because Beamon's the only one who has multiple armored Digivolve forms. And as Shurimon, Hawkmon's special attack is known as Double Stars, which is basically an attack where he shows the star that's on his back and stuff. And then he realizes where the Dark Spiral is, and with Nefertimon and Pegasusmon's help, they manage to destroy the Dark Spiral. Now, this is the weird part. The Dark Spiral is actually inside a Digimon shell and stuff. Now, that's kind of weird in my personal opinion. I don't know how it got in there. Maybe it fell in or something. I'm just speculating. I'm just speculating, guys. That's just my honest opinion. And then Digimon wakes back up and he says he's thanking Yoli for what she did, and then she promises, always give people a second thought, and then he makes a joke about saying he promises not to put his all his eggs in one basket. Now that's kind of a joke because he's a Digimon that is basically an egg with legs. Oh my god! Anyway, then later on, then they're saying goodbye to Michael, and then basically what happens is before Michael leaves, he's saying that if you only want to go out on a date with him sometime, and he says Friday night's good or any night's good as well, and that's basically where the episode stops. So if you guys like this video on YouTube, just please give it the real best you guys can, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep it digital.